very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And already we're underway here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Berger shifted upfield. Now it's Solot. And a chance! Now, what about a counter-attack? Pepe shoots! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Doué, Kessié, Conan, gently done. This might spell danger. Real chance!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Well read, nice interception. Conan, aim forwards. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Norway clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Berger. Haaland. Solot. The muscular approach does pay off here. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Doué. Moved on forwards. That's a throw. And here's Haaland. Sangara wins the duel this time. Doué did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Berger forwards and with intent. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Norway look very much like they've set...
Tries a shot! They've scored! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Driven forward, is onto it in a flash. He's through here. His big chance! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Ivory Coast, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Now it's Kessié. Oh, nice touch. Pepe knocks it out wide. Kessié. Pepe. And the shot! It just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Oh, can he get onto this? Pedersen. Pedersen, nicely aimed pass. Sankara, and it's played forward. Succumbs to the pressure. Solot, and the counter is on. Gets into some space. Elects to cross. That's good defending, very good defending. Pepe. Cuts out the pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's played forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now that's well seen too. Kosunu. Kosunu. Oh, good looking ball. Moved on forwards. And it's been played through. Last ditch defending, but that'll do. Proves too strong. And now the breakaway. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Sankara, forwards and with intent. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Haaland. Now it's Solot. Aim forwards. Meyer cuts it out. Berg. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Haaland. Played down the flank. Do have a chance to counter here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Haaland. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Can he spark a counter here? Sankara, gently done. Played out to the right. Moved on forwards. Strong running down that left flank. Kosunu. Quality ball. And he thumps it clear. Hegem. And it's played forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Forward it goes. Is onto it in a flash. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Ivory Coast couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Berg. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Pedersen forwards and chance for a shot! He's got a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Haaland, a mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Norway get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Ødegaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Conan. That's a lovely, neat pass. Berger. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Sankara producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Pedersen. Berger shifted upfield. Pepe. He has a look up, and the ball's come loose here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Does well to get it back. Pepe. Lovely ball. He's having a shot! Gets it away. Berger, aim forwards. And here's Haaland. Good chance here!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Moved on forwards.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Haaland! The ball is loose and the chase is on. Kosunu. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Aya, forwards and with intent. Berger, gently done. Berg. And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been cut short. Pedersen shifted upfield. Kosunu. That's been drilled forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Up towards the front line. Doué. And that's really well manoeuvred. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Clearly not happy with that. Aim forwards. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Sankara gets across to intercept that. Has a look and plays it forward. Driven forward. Berger, gently done. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Sankara calmly anticipates. Aya played up towards the front line. That has been cut short. Now it's Haaland. It's run loose here. Moved on forwards. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Doué. That's been drilled forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Haaland. Into the channel. It's out for a goal kick. Haaland. Nice physical challenge. And there's the end of the first half. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. He has found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle. Goes for the header! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Fofana sends that a long way. Sankara. Conan. And he shoots! It's a loose ball. Ødegaard. And it's played forward. Solot tries making a foray down the right. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Doué. Kessié. Sankara. Sankara. Forwards and with intent. Berg. Kosunu shifted upfield. He's had a shot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Berg does really well to win the ball there. That's an imaginative pass. Haaland finds himself offside. That's really well manoeuvred. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now that's well seen too. Berg. Fofana deals with that nice and simple. Pepe. Pepe, gently done. And he's away. Berger wins the duel this time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lovely feet. Doué is there and he can get that clear. Now who's going to be first to this? Berg. Proves too strong. Ødegaard with the challenge and he has given away a free kick. Ødegaard gets his final warning. Pinged towards the front line. Great defending, strong and determined. Doué. Norway keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move.
And the shots! Too close for comfort. Hegem. Foot in. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Ødegaard has overhit it. Now it's Pepe. Moved on forwards. Chance here to counter. Haaland is flagged offside.
You can hear the annoyance in the crowd. The frustration is growing.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Kessié, gently done. And this is Pepe. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. Ivory Coast blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Kessié. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's Pepe. There's no flag. Time to deliver. Crossed into the box. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Aim forwards. Is onto it in a flash. Ødegaard. And it's played forward. Haaland! Haaland! He has done it! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Norway give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Caught offside that time. Muscular approach does pay off here. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Sankara concedes a free kick for that. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here, much more in your face.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Pepe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Aim forwards. Haaland, now he's off and running. Doué. Kosunu, nicely aimed pass. That looks a good ball through. Berger. Moved on forwards.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pepe. He is through here! And the cross comes in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. A lovely, neat pass. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Kosunu gets over and intercepts. And that's really well manoeuvred. Haaland. Haaland! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Haaland brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Norway have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Aya, gently done. Up towards the front line. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Pepe. Pepe has got himself a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Pepe! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! Oh, that is a bit special. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Quality ball. Moved on forwards. And here's the chance to counter. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Pedersen. In with the challenge. Oh, it's come loose. Conan, aim forwards. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
That's really well manoeuvred. Conan shifted upfield. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Succumbs to the pressure. He's got away. That is a brilliant interception.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's played forward. And back to the goalkeeper. Kosunu. Oh, this looks sharp. And he cuts out the supply. Moved on forwards. Now then, the ball's come loose. Conan, aim forwards. Bob. Ødegaard. Kessié. A heavy challenge. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Sankara. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, it's a great ball here. Aya gets it clear. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, they can break here. Bob caresses it through. A lot of space ahead of him. In again. And there's his chance to lead the counter. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Kessié. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Berg gets a foot in here. Berg. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Higher, gently done. And that is a little undercooked. And that's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Cuts out the pass. And it's gone back to the keeper. Adingra. Sankara. Oh, a delicate chip through. And the shot! Oh, almost a sixth! Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Up towards the front line. Well timed, excellent interception. Sankara. Now it's Pepe. Steaming on goalwards. Berger. Orsnes. Moved on forwards. Oh, easy pickings there. Sankara. Fofana, gently done. Face to face. Oh, shooting chance! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss. Short changes him with that pass. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, Red, nice interception. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Kosunu, who does have an assist to his name, calmly anticipates. And it's played forward. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Fofana, long ball by the goalkeeper. It's a quick ball upfield. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Berger, forwards and with intent. Fofana. Bob with the foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Hagen. Shelderup. And here's Haaland. Well read, nice interception. Forward it goes. Is onto it in a flash. Pedersen. And that's really well manoeuvred. And time is up. Ivory Coast. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much decided everything. It dictated an awful lot of how the game was going to unfold, and in the end we weren't left with any surprises.
So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
I think the opposition defence agreed too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. That's very neat. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Solot, driving forward. A heavy challenge. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Berg has a look and plays it forward. Ødegaard, great defending, strong and determined. Sankara has given away a free kick. He's trying it! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Berg clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on.
Aim forwards. Tries to get it clear.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Kessié. Aya. Hagen. Aya. And it's played forward. Kosunu cuts it out. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Kosunu.
Kosunu forwards and with intent. Ødegaard, clipped into space. He's got space in the area. Haaland. He is through here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Ivory Coast really could have done without this. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
1-0, never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Moved on forwards. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Ødegaard. Pepe does really well to win the ball there. Sankara shifted upfield, and they can counter here. Could be danger here. Now who's going to be first to this? Aya did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Pedersen wins the duel this time. Berger, gently done. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's played for... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Clearly not happy with that. Kessié with a definite foul there. Kosunu, nicely aimed pass. And it's gone back to the keeper. Aya. Aim forwards. Haaland, now he's off and running. Kosunu, oh, good looking ball. Moved on forwards. Quality ball. The muscular approach does pay off here. And it's played forward. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. And here's Haaland. There's the shot!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Tries a measured ball. Hit into the middle. Oh, he's dealt with that well. Played it again. Oh, what a climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Haaland, oh, good spread. Kessié. Pepe. Berg, forwards and with intent. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. That's been drilled forward. Forward it goes. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Sankara. Conan shifted upfield. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Sorloth. Sorloth! He's had a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Sorloth clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
They've played it short. There are a few waiting for it. Ødegaard crossed into the... Up he goes! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Norway are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pedersen, driven forward. Can he finish? That's really well cleared. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Fofana sends that a long way. Kessié, aim forwards. Aya shifted upfield. Sankara moved on forwards. He's through and all alone! He's having a shot! And he thumps it clear. He is just caressing the ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. That's good play. Can he deliver? Now this could be a chance. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Kessié really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Here it is, crossed in. That's an excellent interception. Haaland chasing after it. Doué. Kessié. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Berg, forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Takes a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Pepe.
Norway have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Pedersen. Lofted upfield. Chance! Relentless! Just relentless!
Norway, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Sankara gets over and intercepts. Is onto it in a flash. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Kosunu, long ball upfield. Oh, it's come loose. Referee has just said play on. And the counter is on. Haaland. Berger. Gets it away. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Referee's given a throw. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a quick ball upfield, cuts out the pass. Kessié, gently done. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Crosses it, it's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And he's there to clear it.
Kosunu.
Doué forwards and with intent. Berger. Pedersen. Surlot. Oh, sweet feet. Thinks one through. Can he get onto this? And the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
That's a nicely weighted pass. And the shot! They've scored! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Norway are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Doué, that's really well manoeuvred. Pepe. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's a lovely, neat pass. Surlot providing an outlet on that flank. That's tidy. Now it's Surlot. Berger. Lobbed in behind. Climbs up big! And that's wide.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Long ball looking to counter. That has been cut short. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. And a chance! Ødegaard. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Doué shifted upfield. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And we're off again.
Ivory Coast really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Kessié. Doué. That's been slit through. Shapes to shoot! Pinged towards the front line. Well read, nice interception. Kessié. Kosunu. Moved on forwards. Pepe. Doué. Oh, played right into his path. And he shoots! No, got right underneath it.
Ivory Coast, well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Time for a change in personnel. Up towards the front line. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. And that has put paid to that. Sangara is the guilty party there. Kosunu. That's a lovely, neat pass. Caresses it through. No, he's just misjudged that one. Ødegaard. And it's played forward. He's shifting through the gears here. Pepe. Sangara. Tessier. Proves too strong. Ødegaard. Pedersen. Aim forwards. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Berg, shifted upfield. Conan, gently done. Could move up a gear here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ayer does well to get it back. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Succumbs to the pressure. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a nice ball. That is lovely. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, smashing header! It wasn't a great header in the end.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Played out wide. It's run loose here. Berger have it back and can go again. Tries a shot! Comfortable claim for the keeper.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Ødegaard. Haaland shot a goal! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Quality ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's been won straight back. Oh, this looks sharp. And can he finish it? No, that's just wide.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's played forward. Ball comes in. That's going to go a long way. That's the throw. Delivered in. Kessié driven forward.
Norway are more than happy to defend deep now. They've decided that it's not worth taking any more risks.
Norway have somehow to break through though.
Norway couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Up he goes! Oh, almost a sixth! And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Showing good feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Ivory Coast present their opponents with the best possible chance here. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Oh, that's a brilliant save!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Played out to the right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Haaland. Norway have a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Odegaard! That has sent him sprawling. And the ball's come loose here. Surlot. Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Calmly anticipates. Pedersen moved on forwards. Chance! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Ivory Coast making another change here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Climbs up big! It's there! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on.
They're still trying to make a game of this.
Fire forwards and with intent.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Berg shifted upfield. Aim forwards. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that's really well manoeuvred. Offside again. Norway have got it back and they'll have another go. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Now that's well seen too. Long ball looking to counter. Oh, it's come loose. Haaland with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Pepe. Searching pass he's played there. And that has been cleared. Pepe. And the shot's on. Decent chance! And that is faded wide.
Ivory Coast are stuck in a rut and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Fofana. Sankara. And it's played forward. Out to the right. Across, a mighty effort! No, it's wide. That's been drilled forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Higher, long ball upfield. Singo, Kessier, herring after the ball here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Kessier, and the shot! Oh, that's well done, really robust. Diakite, and it's Fofana. Aya gets over and intercepts. Has a look and plays it forward. Singo, Kessier, Sankara. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Bob, gently done. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Singo, and he's straight offside.
Well, they're being cut out too much for my liking. It's not rocket science.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Can he spark a counter here? He's got away. Kosunu wins the duel this time. Kessier. Fofana played out to the left flank. Bob, gently done. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, they could be caught out here. Played in deep. No, he's overshot the green. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Norway making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
Berger, forwards and with intent. Great chance! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Sangara. Kosunu, aim forwards. Oh, just skips past his man. Referee has just said play on. Singo. Caught offside that time. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Gasson really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Kessié proves just a little bit too strong. Do have a chance face to face with the keeper.
Chance, surely!
He's put it wide. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Singo. And it's lofted through here. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Singo.
Chance for a shot!
Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's put paid to a promising move. Shelderup. Kessié. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Deftly away. Gets a... looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Pepe. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Fofana, and he's managed to get free. And they've got rid. And reclaimed it in a trice. Kosunu shifted upfield. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pedersen. And it's played forward. And it's Fofana. And now the breakaway. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Sangara does really well to win the ball there. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Oh, such a clever touch. Fofana. Haaland. Shelderup. Always onto this. Haaland is flagged offside. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He came in hard, very hard. Berger tries to clear. It's a great ball. Haaland. Kosunu. He's played it long. Haaland is onto it in a flash. And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Ivory Coast, absolutely.
So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, someone who's...
Shoots! That's really well manoeuvred. Berger. Berg. And here's Haaland. Played towards the front line. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Berg. And it's played forward. And here's Haaland! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Berg. Ødegaard. And here's Haaland. Pedersen. He is just caressing the ball. Bullish header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Haaland is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Good take, and is he in? Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Haaland. And it's lofted through here. Real chance here. Header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Haaland certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Conan, he's fizzed it forward. Berg wins the duel this time. Does really well to win the ball there. Pedersen, nicely aimed pass.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Berger. Pedersen, aim forwards. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Spread out to the left. That's very neat. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Solot shifted upfield. Haaland. That's really well cleared. Conan floated through. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice physical challenge. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Norway making a good start. Nice level of intensity in their play. Oh, can he get onto this? Pepe. Oh, that's nice. Plenty waiting in the middle. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's the chance to counter. Berger. Pedersen, gently done. Haaland. Big chance! Goal! Norway! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Ivory Coast are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Clearly not happy with that. Now it's Pepe. Kosunu, oh, good-looking ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Haaland. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Cuts out the pass. Aya. Moved on forwards. Ivory Coast. Oh, one down despite having the better chances here. Berg. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. That's really well manoeuvred. He's onto it in a flash. Ødegaard done delicately. And it's played forward.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Kosunu has played it long. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He's found a way through. Proves too strong. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kosunu forwards and with intent. Surlot. That's a chance! Haaland finds himself offside. Aya shifted upfield. Defend. Whistle's gone. That's a foul. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Conan, gently done. Kessié. Aim forwards. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Conan, gently done. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Berg. Great defending, strong and determined. Fofana sends that a long way. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Moved on forwards. Sangara gets across to intercept that. Pepe. Played out to the right. Dinks one through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Berger, forwards and with intent. Conan. Oh, played through for the wide man. Gets into some space. Kessié. And he welcomes it in. Goes down, but nothing given. So what can they make of this? And that could set him on his way. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Lofted upfield. Pedersen driven forward. And it's played forward. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pepe. It's Pepe! Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well read, nice interception. Berger, shifted upfield. Kosunu clears it away. Oh, this is a great position. Cleared away. Ødegaard. Berg. Doué did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pepe, he's in plenty of space here. Tries a shot! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
It was a really neat move, Peter, and it had a slickness about it to make it look as if it's been well rehearsed in training.
Now it's Sorloth. The cross. And the shot! He can get that clear. Pedersen has created one goal already. Now it's Sorloth. Now who's going to be first? Oh, that is asking for trouble. There are a few waiting for it. Hangs in a cross. Too long and over the line. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, well measured. Sorloth, that's a delicate pass. could be danger here. And they've got rid. Conan, aim forwards. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Berger, gently done. It's a quick ball upfield. Aya can get it clear. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Haaland. And back to the goalkeeper. Fofana, long ball by the goalkeeper. That's been slipped through. And that has sent him sprawling. Berger. And claimed it back swiftly. Berg, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Berg, played into space. Chance, surely! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
Norway, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And now he has 2. Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And can he finish it? It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
That has been cut short. Conan. Time to deliver. Chance! He's scored! And right on half-time, that is telling. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Ivory Cote. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Ivory Coast really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Time for a change in personnel. Keeper's got good distance on that. Kosunu, that's a sharp pass. He's through, it's one-on-one! Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Diakite clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he's there to clear it. Brilliantly cut out. Now it's Haaland. Pepe. And the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nicely intercepted. Plays it through. Haaland absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Over to the left. That's good defending, very good defending. Aya did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Moved on forwards. Chance for a shot! It's in! Ivory Coast are back in business.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Spread out to the left. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that's another throw. Ødegaard. Real Real chance!
Takes the shot!
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And it's played forward. The pass has gone astray. That's been drilled forward. And the counter is on. That's a promising run he's making on the right. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Corner it is. Aya clears it away. Conan.
A header!
Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Up he goes! And that has been cleared. They've played it short. A chance to play it in. Danger averted for now. Ball is over the line. Pepe.
Kessié.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Moved on forwards. Great chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Pedersen. Quality ball. Now it's Haaland. He's won a chance! Pepe. That's really well manoeuvred. Doué. It's a throw-in. Kessié. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking. And it's hoisted clear. That's a little off.
He's having a shot!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Lobbed in behind. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cleared away. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Haaland. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Hegem. Long ball looking to counter. Sankara makes the interception. Diakite, gently done. And he's there to clear it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Surlot. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And that is out of play. He's got away. Berger. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Haaland proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Berg, forwards and with intent. It's run loose here. Berg, aim forwards. Goes for a shot! Goal! Norway! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Norway take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Face to face with the keeper. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
And he cuts out the supply. Sankara. Kessié.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pepe, Sankara, Berger does really well to win the ball there. Kessié, Conan shifted upfield, calmly anticipates.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Kessié, gently done. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's played forward. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us. That's a really good execution, Peter, but you have to raise some serious questions about how he was allowed to take a touch like that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So there's going to be another change here. This has become one superb game of football.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Good ball, good take. And that was very necessary.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the finish! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Norway really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Meyer. Berger, forwards and with intent. Out to the left it goes. Can he latch on to this?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Kessié, now he's got space. Cote! And that's a real chance missed. Solot gets into a good position. Ødegaard. Berg. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's well positioned here. Deftly away. Out for a throw. Norway have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Exciting looking ball, that. Referee's given a throw. Kessié. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And that's really well manoeuvred. Solid! Goal! Norway! Into the lead once more.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
It's a quick ball upfield. Gets a foot in here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Kessié. He slings it in.
Ivory Coast really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Aim forwards. Ball's gone out of play. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Can he deliver? Turns and goes back. Incoming delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gets a good foot in there.
Norway really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Moved on forwards. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
He's played it long. Cote. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's going to go a long way. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cote are looking to break at pace. Ball's played through. The ball goes in.
Ivory Coast really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
Sangara.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Cote. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. They need to get it in quick. Fofana. Shapes to shoot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Ivory Coast making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Ryerson. Berger. Out to the right.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Singo. Ah, such a clever touch. Played into the middle. Norway have got it back and they'll have another go. Always onto this. Sørloth. Deep into stoppage time. And it's played forward. Shelderup. Berger shifted upfield. Guesson. Singo. Berg wins the duel this time. Now it's Kessié. Singo. Guesson. Kessié needs a quality cross. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Norway are down to 10 men.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Defending. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Ivory Coast didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just...
Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, a player with a classic number 10 look about him is Martin Odegaard, Peter. It'll be crucial that he can pick the ball up between the lines, as he prefers to do. That'll allow him to show off his trickery. If he can find that space, then all options are open, and the opposition defence might be stretched.
OK, interesting. And it's played forward. Odegaard!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Conan, gently done. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Kessié knocks it out wide. Oh, that's neat. Sangara. Decent chance!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they...
Could be danger here! And back to the keeper they go. Kosunu. Kosunu, nicely aimed pass. Berg, forwards and with intent. Moved on forwards. Spread out to the left. He's had a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Haaland. Solot providing an outlet on that flank. Showing good feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Berger. Odegaard! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Odegaard brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Odegaard. Kessié. Proves too strong. That's really well manoeuvred. Norway have a free kick. Kosunu, that's a sharp pass. And there's green grass ahead of him. Just real chance!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Berger shifted upfield. Oh, can he get onto this? Norway making a good start. Nice level of intensity in their play. And it's made its way to him. Odegaard! Odegaard! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
They've played it short. Defending of the desperate variety. Conan, aim forwards. Oh, played right into his path. And he's managed to get for it. Great chance! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's been drilled forward. And here's Haaland. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Aya, forwards and with intent. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Solot is flagged offside. Berg. Sankara wins the duel this time. Chance here to counter. Aya, gently done. Now it's Haaland. Chance, surely! It's a loose ball. Moved on forwards. Is onto it in a flash. And the counter is on. He's through here. Now it's Pepe. Thinks of... And he shoots!
He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Ivory Coast are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt...
Haaland! Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Clears it away. Oh, he's been flattened there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He is through here. Oh, this looks sharp. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nice physical challenge. Oh, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. That's going to go a long way. Kosunu. It's going to be another throw. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. That's really well manoeuvred. Haaland, now he's off and running. Ivory Coast have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Conan is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's good defending, very good defending. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ødegaard. And it's lofted through here. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Meyer, aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Good ball, good take. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Meyer. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Goes for a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Ivory Coast find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, can he get onto this? Now who's going to be first to this? Norway desperately needs someone to hold up the ball here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Gets it away. Kessier, gently done. And that's really well manoeuvred. Takes a shot! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And they've got a throw. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And here's Haaland. Pepe. Kosunu. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Not the most accurate pass. That's gone for a throw-in. Haaland is onto it in a flash. He has found the way through. Gets his head on it! And can he finish it? And he hits the net. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Kosunu, a good-looking ball. Ødegaard. Sangara does really well to win the ball there. Sangara shifted upfield. Has a look and plays it forward. The whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Conan, aim forwards. Moved on forwards. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Haaland. And here's the chance to counter. Solot played into space. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Berger. Pedersen forwards and with intent. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Ødegaard! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Back to within one! Interesting! Oh, that is a bit special. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Solot, real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Norway, I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Aya. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Doué. Kosunu. Up towards the front line. Tries to get it clear. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Great defending, strong and determined. And the pass is intercepted. Odegaard! Pepe. That's really well manoeuvred. Cuts out the pass. Odegaard. Haaland.
And the finish! It's there! They have come roaring back!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
No foul, says the referee. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with.
And Haaland! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Aim forwards. Kosunu gets over and intercepts. Moved on forwards. So what can they make of this? Picks it up out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. Sorloth with the clearance. Haaland going full tilt down the left. He's found a way through. Ball is over the line. Doué. Lobbed in behind. Can he get onto this? Pepe gets flagged offside. Kessié. Oh, perfectly measured that. It's run loose here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Ivory Coast are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
The second half then, just getting going. Oh, easy pickings there. Pepe. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.